What's up, everybody? It's your boy D Street, NBA 2K all day. You know what it is. We about to look at the 10 times Steph Curry shocked the world. Guys, listen, if you really like this reaction video, this video, man, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and definitely leave a comment down below of which one of these plays like shocked you. We know that these plays are stretched over his career, but it's just, man, it's awesome just to see a master like Steph Curry do his thing. He's a master in his craft, and man, let's get right into it. Let's see what's going on.
Before becoming the best shooter in NBA history, Stephen Curry was just a skinny kid from Charlotte who struggled to get a college scholarship. Nobody ever believed he could make it to the NBA, but he kept working until he proved the world wrong. Here are 10 times Stephen Curry shocked the world. Number 10, 54 in the Garden.
Woo, 54 in the Garden. Man, this is a very historic game. I think this is when the world really started to recognize just how special Steph Curry is.
The 2013 NBA season, Steph was viewed as no more than just Del Curry's son. Stephen was a fun little guard from a team that always had fun little guards, and nobody could predict his future success. But on February 28th of 2013, Curry gave the world a glimpse of the future of basketball. The Warriors came to Madison Square Garden to play against a very good Knicks team. Steph was playing his best NBA season up to date, but it wasn't particularly breathtaking. He scored over 30 points in just 6 games prior to the game against the Knicks, and he only had one 40-point game in his career, which happened in his rookie season. And after he scored just 4 points in the first quarter, the New York crowd figured that nothing special was going to happen. But then...
See, what you don't realize is that New York really wanted them to pick Steph with the 6th pick, I believe, that New York had, and they didn't get Steph, and it's biting them right now.
Curry went on a tear, 30-footers after spinning away from double teams, pull-up threes in transition from the logo, and arcing floaters in the lane. Steph was making everything. He made 11 threes in that game out of only...
Hold on, man. I don't think I really understand just how special 11 three-pointers was back in 2013. Crazy.
13 attempts and 18 out of 28 shots overall. It was one of the best performances the Garden had ever seen. And they have seen some legendary performances. With his 54-point eruption, Steph's transformation into a superstar had begun. And it was just the first teaser trailer to his legendary shooting dominance over the NBA. Number 9, humiliating Chris Paul.
Ooh, Chris Paul. I think that's the one that we all know about. That bing.
Future Hall of Famer is next level. And it's an even bigger deal when the All-Star plays the same position as you and is considered your biggest rival. Before March 31st, 2015, Chris Paul was almost unanimously considered the best point guard in the NBA. Then Steph Curry came and
Let's go.
Become the new king of NBA point guards. But this point guard rivalry didn't start there. In 2014, the Clippers defeated the Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. And every time these two teams met, there was bad blood, a lot of arguing, and hard fouls. That year, Steph made All-NBA second team, and Chris Paul was on the first team. Then in 2015, the tables turned. The Warriors had the best record in the NBA, and Curry was the front-runner for MVP. Playing against the Clippers, Steph made one of the most famous threes of his career. But the best part was it happened against Chris Paul, dribbling the ball in traffic through then stepping outside for a three. Curry hit an impossible three over CP3, with Steve Kerr grabbing his head in disbelief. At that moment, we knew that Curry was the best shooter in basketball and the hottest thing in the NBA.
Yes, sir.
It wouldn't stop there. And 3 weeks later, Steph would one up against CP3 again. Steph
snatched those ankles.
Paul. He then dribbled behind the back, drive to the rim, only to bring it behind the back once more, and dropped Chris Paul to the floor while Curry made the baseline. Nobody ever crossed over Chris Paul like that. And the picture of him lying on the floor splashing a jumper became symbolic, representing what was to come in the future. Number 8, a wildcat. Here's an easy... 2008, Stephen Curry was far from a household name. Sure, if you followed college basketball, you knew that in 2007, Steph broke the freshman record for three-pointers, and that he was the second leading scorer among all freshmen, behind only Kevin Durant. But because he played for Davidson, a less popular school, and lost in the first game of March Madness, Curry didn't get any time to shine. In the 2008 season, Steph more than made up for it. He averaged 25.5 points and led the conference in scoring, securing Davidson another bid to the NCAA tournament. Still, nothing changed. Everybody figured the Wildcats would be run over by the 7th seed Gonzaga, but Curry had other plans. He went
Gonzaga put it on him.
And 40 points overall, going 8 for 10 from 3. And Davidson won their first March Madness game since 1969. At first, it was supposed to be just another good story of an underdog that defeats the favorite for one game, which happens every year. Until Steph did it again. After scoring just 5 points in the first half against
the babyface assassin
exploded for 25 points in the second half, erasing a 17-point deficit and sending the Wildcats to another victory. In the Sweet 16, Steph put up 33 points and demolished Wisconsin. Their Cinderella story was finally over against Kansas in the Elite Eight. The Wildcats may have lost that day, but it was a win for Curry because everybody learned that Del Curry's kid was a bad boy who might be even a better shooter than his tops. During his infamous 4-game run in the 2008 March Madness, Curry averaged 32 points, 3.5 assists, and 3.2 steals while shooting 44% from 3. He also broke the record for most three-pointers in an NCAA season. Still stands today. Number 7, MVP and NBA champion.
Come on now.
In 2015, Steph led the Warriors to a 67-win season and won his first MVP title. But even so, nobody believed they would make the finals.
Yes, sir.
Charles Barkley's mantra that jump shots are like pretty girls and that jump shooting can't win a championship was repeated by everybody.
Charles Barkley.
We're viewed as a serious team, despite having the best season in franchise history. However, Steph's shooting and pace were miles ahead of everybody in the NBA. And in the 2015 playoffs, he averaged 28.3 points per game in 21 games. Making
yes, sir. Let's go.
Before the season, the Warriors had the 8th best odds to win the title, and them winning it was one of the biggest NBA surprises of the century. We were shocked too, but also kind of disappointed. Why? Because in 2015, Steph Curry didn't get a single vote for Finals MVP. That's a damn shame. Yes, Andre Iguodala changed the series and was instrumental in slowing down King James. And it's not undeserving that he won Finals MVP. LeBron was playing like a Space Jam character, completely dominating the Warriors, and he became the first player to get a vote on a losing team since Jerry West in 1969.
Big props to Bron.
Overshadowed a spectacular series for Steph, who led Golden State in scoring with 26 points per game on excellent efficiency.
Man.
He averaged 10 more points per game.
That release is crazy.
The Warriors in assists with 6.3 dimes per game and 1.8 steals. Steph was the focal point of Golden State's offensive philosophy, their best and most important player, and he could have easily been the Finals MVP. Number 6, torching Oklahoma City. Most iconic NBA shots happened in the playoffs, and we all remember MJ's final shot over Byron Russell, Kawhi's 4-point series winner against the Sixers, or Kyrie's dagger 3 in the 2016 Finals against the Warriors. However, there are games and shots in the regular season that define a player and stand out more than the rest. For Steph Curry, that game happened in 2016 against OKC in an absolute thriller of a basketball game. Steph brought the Warriors back to life after trailing by 9 with 2 minutes to go. After 48 minutes, the game was tied at 103, with Iguodala forcing overtime in the final seconds. And if the game was mad, the OT was even crazier, with 33 overall points scored in 5 minutes. It seemed like the Thunder were going to get away with a victory after leading by 3 points with 30 seconds to go. Westbrook had 25. KD scored 37. This was from another planet, and he outplayed them all, finishing with 46 points. With the game tied and 3 seconds remaining, Curry attempted a Hail Mary from nearly 40 feet away. And what was fascinating was that nobody in the NBA would even attempt such a shot. Most people would dribble a few steps forward and then shoot, but not Curry with his unlimited range. Of course, Steph splashed that insane 35-foot shot, and that was also his 12th three of the game, which tied the NBA game record for three-pointers made in a single game. Number 5. Unanimous MVP.
Yes, sir. Unanimous.
MVP races are extremely close, like the 2022 race between Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. Sometimes one player hits it out of the park.
I got Jokic for MVP this year. 3-peat. Just saying.
Shaq was just 1 vote shy of being the unanimous MVP in 2000. Garnett was 3 first-place votes away from winning it unanimously in 2004. And only 1 voter believed LeBron wasn't the MVP in 2013. But then, in 2016, It finally happened, and the NBA got its first unanimous most valuable player. Steph Curry ran circles around everybody else, winning his second MVP and doing it in a way nobody else had ever done before.
That's what's up.
Before 2016, Steph led the league in three-pointers made in 3 consecutive seasons. In 2013, he broke Ray Allen's single-season record with 272 made three-pointers. And in 2015, Steph improved the record to 286. And then in 2016, he shattered the record completely.
Come on now.
402 made three-pointers.
Come on now.
Making over 5 threes per game on 45% accuracy. He also shot over 50% from the field and over 90% from the free throw line, becoming just the 8th player in NBA history with a 50-40-90 shooting season.
50-40-90.
Also led the league in scoring 30 points per game. The 2016 season is widely considered the best shooting season in the history of the NBA. Curry completely altered the perception of what was possible and how dangerous the three-point shot can be. He deservedly won every vote for MVP and changed basketball forever. Number 4, single-game three-point record.
Come on now.
Curry nailed 402 threes in 2016. Curry's hot streak surprisingly ended. Early on in the 2017 season, Steph went ice cold against the Lakers, shooting 0 for 10 for 3, which ended his NBA record streak of 157 consecutive games with a made three-pointer. But to say that he bounced back the next game would be an understatement. Just 3 days later, after going 0 for 10, Steph erupted for 46 points, including 13 out of 17 from beyond the arc. The last 3 he made broke a 15-year-old record of 12 three-pointers made, which was set by Kobe Bryant in 2002, later tied by Donyell Marshall and Steph himself. Curry was happy, but he was realistic about the record, saying it would probably get broken soon. His splash brother Klay Thompson made 14 threes against the Bulls, with Steph Curry cheering for him to break his record. When we watched that, all we could say was, look at Curry, man, so inspirational.
Look at Curry, man, so inspirational.
In the last 2 years, I've made over 5 million
runs to the NBA Finals. Steph Curry and the Warriors crumbled. Curry was limited to just 5 games in the 2020 season. KD was in Brooklyn, and Klay was out for the season. The Warriors plummeted and ended up with the worst record in the NBA. But in 2021, Curry came back healthy. And if you know anything about Steph, you knew that he would come back with a vengeance. Steph returned to the court visibly bulkier. Added muscle allowed him to absorb contact better than ever before. The best game of the 2021 season was on January 3rd against Portland.
It's Portland, 62.
Career-high 62 points in just 36 minutes of playing time. He became only the 3rd NBA player to score over 30 points in both halves of the game. At the age of 33, Steph averaged 32
The
points
only
per game,
player.
led the NBA.
Hold on, bro. We ain't gonna just move past that just like they didn't say that. The only player to score over 30 points in both half of the game. Crazy.
Scoring, thus becoming the 2nd oldest player to lead the NBA in scoring after MJ did it in 1998 at the age of 35. Just when everyone wrote off the Warriors and started doubting it, Curry shocked the world again. Number 2, breaking the three-point record. In 2010, Ray Allen broke Reggie Miller's three-point record. When Ray retired in 2014, his 2,973 career threes seemed like a record that would stand for decades. Until just 3 years later, after Steph Curry burned the NBA with 402 threes in a season, it was no longer a question of Curry would break Ray Allen's record. It was only a question of when he would do it. Then it finally happened on December 14th.
At the Garden.
Madison Square Garden against the Knicks.
At the Garden.
Curry nailed a step-back 3, which made history as 3 number 2,974. On Christmas, Steph became the first player ever with 3,000 career three-pointers, and he's likely going to get over 4,000 in the upcoming years. We live in a three-point world now, and maybe there's a player somewhere that's going to break that record sometime in the future. But we'll tell you one thing, if that player exists somewhere, he's not yet playing in the NBA, because no active player is on a trajectory to break Curry's record. Number 1, 43.
Let's go.
MVP. The Boston Celtics came to the 2022
Let's
finals
go.
with the number 1 defense of the regular season and the best defense in the playoffs. They limited Kevin Durant, who is arguably the best scorer in the world, to just 38% shooting from the field and 33% for 3, sweeping KD and the Nets out of the playoffs. And then came Steph Curry, quote-unquote the skinny, unathletic small guy, and the Celtics had no answer for him. Curry
None.
any way he wanted to, either shooting from deep or penetrating to the rim. His Game 4 performance was the crown jewel of his career, where he scored 43 points and won the game basically by himself. If the Celtics won that game, they would also win the championship. But Curry shocked the world yet again, stole Game 4, and then closed out the series like a true G, pouring champagne for his 4th NBA title. Curry averaged 31 points in the finals on 63% true shooting, winning his first finals MVP. He finally shut up all the remaining doubters.
What they gonna say now? Yo, man, that was a good video, man. I thought it would have been a little bit better, but man, yeah, definitely some of the most monumental times Steph Curry stepped on the court and actually just made you pause and think. All right, man. So definitely do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to get this channel up to 5,000 subscribers real quick, and trying to get up some watch time. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, ring the bell so you get notified each and every time I upload another video. Man, let me know in the comment section if you like these reaction videos, all right? Because I may do some more reaction videos for other players and just people all around the league, right? This is NBA 2K all day. It's all things NBA basketball, all right? So it's your boy D-Strict. See you guys on the next video. Peace.